Welcome to 1111, which is a segment from our podcast where we talk about a topic for 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Today's topic is actually I just got out of boxing class and I didn't take my pre-workout, so my brain is very it's not tired. It's simply just existing, which has been something that I've been trying to do more of. I okay, so yes, painting the picture. Yesterday, it was very sunny outside. Like lately we've been getting like really insane good weather. So, I jumped through that window onto our rooftop and I just sunbathed and I listened to Lord's Solar Power and I journaled obviously because what else are we going to do, buddy? So I journaled and I was I was talking about like existing and how there's just so much pressure, especially during this time of our age, to like overdo it. And I'm like, do we need to overdo it or do we just need to like I feel like that video of JT where she's like, I do not have to go as hard as you. Like sometimes we do not need to go as hard as other people. Like sometimes it's totally okay to like just do what is needed to be done and then get out. So I've been like working on that. Being present has also been what I've been working on. But something else that I've been working on is uh owning up to my mistakes and realizing that like sometimes you're the problem and sometimes you need to apologize and say what you did wrong and say and work on fixing the issue. For example, I got into some he say she say with my siblings, and it actually like it stemmed from me, but not in like a very. I didn't do it in an evil way. I did it in like a like kiki way, and, and like my mommy was like so pissed off at me, and I was like, because she like came in my room and she was like, "You're not leaving until I talk to you, Mister." And I was like, "Okay." So I tell her what's going on, and then she gives me her advice or whatever, and then I involved my trainer, my brother, and my sister. So I'm like, okay, we need to do damage control now, and I call my sister on the phone, and I'm like, hey dog, like I'm sorry, that's not what I was trying to do. Like, this is not what it's, like this is getting blown out of proportion. Like, it is never that serious, right? And then I, talk to my brother, I talk to my trainer, I apologize to them in person, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like, this is not, what my intentions were, and I didn't do anything with, malice. And, they're very understanding people because we're all just humans. I feel like one, we're all just humans, so we're going to mess up, obviously. Two, we also have to like, okay, accept apologies. I don't know about accept because okay, there's been people in my life that have like done me wrong, and like if they apologized, I don't know if I would be like, dee, let's be buddies again. But we're we're absolutely no one to be like, I don't forgive you, I'm gonna hold this like hatred or this like negative feeling towards you. And I think that's where we kind of go left. I do not want to hold any form of resentment towards anybody, no matter what they did to me, because one, it's useless energy. Two, it makes you such a difficult, hard, like negative person to just hold grudges on all of these people. Like for me, I try to work on not holding grudges, like I'm like whatever people did to me, that is their own responsibility. Most of the time they're just projecting and like I cannot do anything about it and it's out of my control. But what is in my control is how I, react and how I respond and how I carry this situation around in the world. I can either A, carry the situation with, a happy, good vibe, and like, we just kind of fell apart, and leave it at that. Like, don't bury the like, what is it called, bury the hatchet? I don't know the saying, but like, you know what I mean. Or I can, constantly be talking about this person and be like, I hate this person, and be like, they did me wrong, and like just keep talking and talking about the same situation over and over again. I get it when like you need a vent. I vent away. Vent away. I get it. But at one point, when are you tired of like talking about the same issue? Like, are we buddy, like, for me, this, I'm talking to myself, by the way. I'm not talking to you. Like, you take as much time as you need to heal. But for me, I'm like, I do not want to carry all these things. Just, I'm like, this is such unnecessary baggage, where I'm like, let's chill out, you know, let's revisit the situation and be like, it's never that serious. And it's never that serious. So that's what I've been working on. And I feel like, as we live and as we grow older, we're going to be like, oh, I'm wrong in this. And I need to apologize. And I need to do better because I know better now. And that's all life is about. Like, it's just doing better because you know better. And I don't think it's going to take one lesson to know better, or one situation to know better. It's probably going to take multiple situations to know better. For example, I'm I'm like, during this month, and during last month. This month I'm getting better because I'm like, wait, I need to, work on this. But last month, I was horrible with my friends. Like, I was genuinely like, please do not reach out. Sorry. Please, I would not reach out. Like, I did not want to see anybody. I did not want to hang out with anybody. I just did not feel, the energy there. And sometimes it's totally okay to take breaks, right? But I realized that it got to a point where it was one sided. And for me, I'm very keen on, communication. Like, I think, that's one of my love languages. I love reassurance. I love, communicating. Please talk to me. Like, please, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I, I just think that's my love language, and communication is very important to me. And, you know, during this time of April, when I'm like, crap, like a month of testosterone wears off, I'm like, whoa, I did so much. Like, I ghosted, or I didn't talk to my friends who were there for, for me during this whole time. So I'm like, going around talking to them and apologizing, and doing better now. But it's super upsetting when situations like this happens, because it's like, I don't want it to be done to me, but I was doing it to someone else. And it's kind of like owning up to it and being like, I'm super sorry. This was the last thing that I wanted to do, and it happened. And how do we move forward? Should we hang out? Where do I see you? Um, or is this the end of our relationship? Sometimes things like this kind of just need a break, and then we can just, get back together another time. But owning up to your mistakes and realizing when you've done something that you could do better, or that, we know better, it's all human. Like, it's really, you cannot beat yourself up for messing up, because we haven't been here before, unless not in this life. I've This is my first time as Manny Rico, and I have, like, there's so many experiences and so many things going on in my life that, I sometimes, I'm super hard on myself, and I realize this is our first time here. Like, we cannot beat ourselves up for making mistakes, because at the end of the day, we're going to make mistakes until we die. Like, that is inevitable. We can't, we cannot avoid making mistakes. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, we move on by realizing, okay, I know better. I'm going to apologize, and I'm going to do better. Also, taking time off is important. Okay, I'm not going to apologize for taking time off for my mental health. It's just not, it's not in my realm. I'm not apologizing because it is very much needed. I am apologizing for the times that I have, ghosted, or the times that I have lacked in communication when I'm very big on communication. I think that deserves an apology. Um, I also feel like, the whole he say, she say thing, we need to stop that. That's not cute. We are 20. Like, come on. Like, and also, I didn't do it. I literally just did it to, like, talk to my sister, you know, and, like, it wasn't even that serious. It was like a two sentence conversation, right? But it just got blown out of proportion, whatever. Pero, what I'm trying to say is, we're all human. We're going to mess up, but you cannot beat yourself up over it, because when you do, you're like, when you do beat yourself over a situation that you have zero control over, or that you could have done better at, you're just going to feel so guilty, and you're just going to feel so bad about it. And that's not how you learn your lesson. That is not how, your head isn't clear to learn your lesson. So when you do mess up, be like, okay, what is the learning lesson in this, But I love you so much. I hope this made sense. Bye.